Well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Didn't pick the best park job to do the intro, talk to you guys, say what's up. Sun right in the face, but it's okay, we'll make it work. But yeah, just got here, arrived, Rivers and Marina. We're in the South Delta today. You know, it's a spot that I don't typically fish this time of year. It's more of like a summer, July, August spot for me. But looking at the tides, the weather today, it's gonna be pretty breezy all around the Delta. North, middle Delta. South is somewhat protected, and I do like this tide. This tide is gonna be incoming all morning. I think we're gonna top out around 11 o'clock, and then it's gonna start to drop. In my mind, my theory is always mornings on the river. I like that tide to be a little bit higher, water to be up on the bank. You know, the sun's not too high, and usually you can trick those fish that slide up in there on top water, like frogs, buzzbaits, choppos, stuff like that. And then once that tide starts to drop, the water lowers, you start to see the grass mats start to form. That's when I'll pick up things like the punch and stick, go into the grass, into the cover for those fish. So that's the idea, but as we all know, or maybe you don't know, the Delta can be very tricky, very finicky, change, not just by the week, but by the day, and certainly time of year. So this is gonna be kind of a new experience, a new experiment for me fishing the South Delta, this particular area, this time of year. I'm hopeful that we can get on some fish. Who knows? That is the beauty of it though, right? Any cast out here could be an absolute unit, but other than that, I am going to dip the kayak into the water, and we'll spend a day fishing out on the California Delta. Bait back here, okay, interesting. Probably should just stay back here and throw like a bait rig or something, spinner bait, chatter bait. It's probably a bunch of bass loaded right up in the back of here. Dang, it is breezy. Oh, just turn my graph off. I don't even care. Dude, I probably should clean my boat. Remnants of Clear Lake. Jeez. Oh, man. All the grass. Pretty crazy. I'm gonna start fishing. A little bite. Little one. Oh yeah. There's probably a gang of fish back here. Just, you know, fishing out of the marina. Just checking. Yeah, see, that's how you start the day. Even if it's a little one, skunk out of the boat, we got a bite. There's always that piece of me, especially when we come out to the Delta, thinks, yeah, it could be an in and out skunkaroony kind of day. Ooh, had a bite. Good guy. And the old buzzer. Little one, but another chasing fish. I like that. Even though it's an incoming tide, it's still pretty dang low right now. I mean, you can see the rocks are pretty exposed where that water line is. So we're gonna have to wait a couple hours or so before this tide really gets up. And I don't know, we might not really be here for a low tide. Probably gonna take till 2 or 3 o'clock to really get that punch bite going, if there even is a punch bite. It's a long ways away. One of the things about fishing the Delta for me is I just never know how long I'm going to be out here. Unless I have to be off by a certain time. I'm pretty much like thinking it could be, you know, a 5-6 hour session. Or if the bite's really good, I mean, it could be 8, 9, 10. I rarely go past 10, 11 hours, but it could happen. Oh, a little 2-pounder on the old slobber knock. I'm fishing really fast right now, too fast, just covering some water. The bite does not seem incredibly good. I don't know if that's the situation where it's the tide or the area. I'm not gonna lie, guys, I was already thinking, I mean, I know it's only 9 o'clock. I was kind of already thinking of maybe, instead of continuing on, going back to the ramp and packing it up and launching somewhere else. Just, I don't know, I just not feeling it right now. Really no good reason to say that other than just not getting fish. I mean, stuff does kind of look fishy. I don't like the tide that much. I thought it was going to be a lot higher, this water. But that little guy right there, he's like a, I don't know, a pound and a halfer. It'll keep me casting and moving a little bit longer at least. It's okay. Never wasted time out on the water. You always can learn something. Today just may be a day where I learn where not to go. Punchy. Oh, I got bit. Got bit. Gave me the old love tap though. 100% a bite. There we go. Alright, another bite on the slobber knock. Got a half bad one. Maybe I just gotta go to them. Alright, so let's think about this. Got 4 bites today. 1 on the buzz, even though it seemed really small. And 3 on the slobber knock. 1 on the punch. So there are fish here. Another one. There's another one right there. There are fish here, just I guess I gotta keep going with the bladed jig. That was another bite right there. Oh, no! Dude, that was a good one right there. Way up under the shade. I just missed him, or he missed me. Dude, that fish was way up under the tree. Like, I guarantee that fish was in less than 6 inches of water. Dude, that's a good sign, I think. Dang it, I missed him. Missed him. Son of a gun. You wanted a big hunk of metal. Dude, sometimes it's that just like, they see that profile in the water when it lands, and as soon as you start whining, it's like they gotta make a decision. Either get a meal or miss out. Whoa! How'd you miss it, dude? Another buzzbait bite. I'm so confused right now as to what to throw. Bladed jig, punch, well, not really the punch. Buzzbait. It's so hard to say. Oh, little one on the buzzer. Okay, so there is a buzzbait bite going on. Not the size I was hoping for, but it's a bite. Something. Boy. Man, guys, it's been one of those days. It has been one of those days. Chew out for a second. All right, guys, it is just about 11 o'clock. Man, it has been a struggle today. It has been really tough. I think we've gotten, I don't know, we've had like about 5 or 6 bites. Put a couple on the boat, had a few on the bladed jig, had a couple of buzzbait eaters. I missed one good one, then I had a couple of dinks try to smash it way up shallow under the trees. Yeah, it's been a grinder. I'm hoping we can turn this day around. If not, it might be an In-N-Out burger day, no questions asked. Yeah, there's really not much else to say. This is kind of how it goes sometimes out here on the Delta, especially when we took a little bit of a gamble today, coming to an area that I traditionally don't fish this time of year. Had a weird tide. I was gonna call it a day earlier, but I said, screw it. We're gonna spend the entire day out here no matter what, and just see if we can figure something out. Sometimes these tough days, you learn a lot too, so there's always that. But before we get fishing, again, I gotta shout out Insta360 right now using the Ace Pro 2. You guys have probably seen it in a few videos now. Been using it as kind of the main camera. I only have one, but I've only been using it as like the main camera, intros, outros. Used it up at Berryessa with the crew. Clarity's great. I love this screen that it actually flips up to different angles. Right now I have it actually forward facing to me so I can see exactly my entire self in the frame. I mean, overall, the construction of this, it is just really robust. Just feels really solid, sturdy. Of course, we haven't tried this like for an extended period of time to test the overheating issues, but I mean, even with it on for a little bit longer period of time, I had it on at Berryessa, you can kind of just feel the camera. It doesn't get hot, so that's probably a good sign that it won't overheat. Last time we kind of chatted about these new cameras, we talked about the Insta360 X5 and this one as well, but a lot of you guys said that the picture looks clearer too. So right now I'm running the GoPros just because I only have this as my only Ace Pro 2, but if you guys think that this picture quality is better, superior, you guys just like the image, let me know and I'll see if I can swap out the GoPros and get Ace Pro 2s and run them in the rear camera, the chesty, and we can go from there. And then also the app, I should mention the app because the app is really legit. I have played with camera apps for a while now, and for whatever reason, they do not connect well. But so far since using this guy, we'll see right now, ultimate test. So Ace Pro 2, my camera, we'll join it. And now we are connected. So that of course is going to be the view with what this guy's filming with the frame. I mean, we go down here and just put this guy like that for a second. Hardly any lag. I've had problems with lag in the past with camera apps. It's a good camera. Guys, yeah, this is a solid camera so far. I always kind of judge things based on longevity and having them for a long time, get a true idea as to how the product holds up, how much I like it over time. Of course, we haven't had them for too long, but so far so good. Got a shout out again, Insta360. Right now, focusing on the Ace Pro 2, and then in a few videos back, you saw me with the X5. Really cool cameras, really neat cameras, offering different perspectives. If you guys are interested in this particular camera or the X5, I will link it in the description. But with that said, let's get back out on this seemingly stingy Delta, see if we can figure something out, maybe salvage the day. It's a fish. It's a miracle. Oh my goodness. Well, I did catch my other keeper today on this little stretch. Throwing a bladed jig along this, it looks like it's a tule line, but it's really just a grass line because there's grass that, and then you can see the grass is super thick and shallow right now, right up against these tules, so it's kind of more just paralleling the grass line, but I don't know. Same stretch of bank, same bait, same presentation, different tide. Though the depth of the water really actually hasn't changed much, so I wonder if that's going to mean anything. Probably was fiddling with top water and punching way too much today, and probably should have just kept the bladed jig in my hand most of the day if I wanted to get bites. We'll see though. Could have been another random fish. I'll take random fish though too. If I can get one more bite doing this in the next 20 minutes, I'll feel good about it. It'll tell me that it means something. water. We're catching some fish, man. That excites me. That excites me. They're not the biggest fish in the world, but man, days like these, you'll take them. You will take them. Should just punch this grass line just in case. Let's punch the grass line just in case. Oh, I had a bite. Got a bite. Okay. Nice stretch, huh? Second punch bite of the day. 0 for 2 on the punch. I mean, I'm sure they're little guys, as have all of our fish been. Still a punch bite. Dude, they're, you know what, they are in the grass. That one just came out of the grass to eat this. So maybe not so much on the transition line. They are in the grass. Oh, there's a good one. There we go. Oh, easy fella, easy fella. Easy fella. Goodness gracious. Yeah, right in the grass. They're in the grass, coming out and smoking the slobberknock. I mean, I suppose we could punch them, but it seems like we gotta rip it through the grass to get them to eat. I saw this fish come out and get it too. Alrighty. This is a pattern, not the pattern. This is a pattern. I was thinking they were sitting on the ledge, but they're not. They're in the grass. You know what I mean? They're positioned in the grass to ambush. Because that's 3 fish now that I've seen. Literally, this goes by a clump of grass and one will just come out and pop it. What's trippy is like this grass right here, it doesn't look like it holds anything. It's all like dead and clumpy. It's almost too thick too. But like any little pocket I can throw this in, I'm throwing it. And you know, if I present it right and there's a fish there, there's a good chance it'll come out and eat it. So, I don't know. I don't want to say the day's salvage. We're finally getting on some fish. 140. Took long enough. What's funny is this area too is an area that I've fished many a times, like this launch in particular. But this stretch of bank, I've never had any success. Not that I've really fished it a whole ton. I think I've sampled it a few times throughout the years, but this is the first time I've actually caught fish on this bank. And quite honestly, it's just because of what I said. It kind of looks bad. I don't like the way this bank looks at all. But apparently today, it has some fish. Alrighty folks, well, no, I did not go to In-N-Out Burger. That was a joke. Yeah, we probably could have gone to In-N-Out Burger today. It was a pretty brutal day, pretty tough. However, it is 4/17. Probably a lot of you guys know this that are in Northern California, more specifically the East Bay. You go to In-N-Out Burger, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, you're gonna be waiting a long time. Would have added another 45 minutes to my trip. So no In-N-Out Burger, but yeah, we kind of turned the day around today. It was a tricky day, as you guys saw. Got started fishing my way out of the marina. Caught a little dink on a bladed jig. Thought it was a positive sign, but it really wasn't. Let me just say this. Today's tide was super weird. I thought my tide table was accurate, but it just didn't seem accurate. Or maybe I just misread it. It just never seemed like the water got high. It just seemed like a really low tide the entire day. So it made it kind of tricky to fish some of the areas that I was anticipating. Yeah, I mean, I got a couple of small ones, couple of small bites on the bladed jig. Had one small one eat the buzzbait. Got a punch bite that I missed, probably another small one. So it's kind of, at this point of the day, looking doing like the story of the small Delta rats. I covered a lot of water today. I'm not sure, but I would say it was a good 8 to 10 miles. I went up and down certain stretches multiple times with different baits at different tides. The one good thing about when they're biting a bladed jig and when you're getting some bites on the buzzbait is you know that these fish are in the mood to chase. They're setting up, they want to eat something, want to ambush. They're just small. I missed a few more on the buzzbait. I think I had one good one blow up on it that I missed as well. But that water way up in the trees or underneath the trees was just so low, it was hard to put a bait up there, even though I think there was probably some good fish sitting up there. But yeah, I tried a lot of stuff. I tried punching, throwing the A-rig, did a little cranking here and there, and really nothing. It was looking pretty bad. Again, this isn't a good day of fishing success-wise by any means, but did stay persistent, continue to fish. I wanted to put a full 8-9 hours out there today. So I did go back up one stretch where we had some tulies in combination with some grass. Again, kind of a low tide, and instead of flipping that grass or trying to throw a top water on it, I just paralleled that with the old slobber knock right along that weed line where it transitions into deeper water into the channel, and got some bites doing that. That was a definite pattern. No big ones, but it was a way to get bites, and at that point during the day, all I was looking for was some bites. I think one thing that I realized now that I didn't at the time was a lot of those fish that were eating the bait along that grass line were actually in the grass, and when I'd throw that bait sort of accidentally in one of those clumps of grass and rip it out, that's when I'd have one come smoke it. Yeah, they were setting up in the grass, and for me, obviously all I could really get bit on was that bladed jig. Did have one good one, kind of made a meal of landing that fish, but got it in the boat, so I guess we did get one decent one today. I did fish one more stretch without any luck, fish near the ramp without any luck, but loaded up, made my way home. We're here, just pulled in, got the trailer in the garage, just got to unhook her. But yeah, guys, that was today's day. It was a tough one. We were probably due. I feel like this summer in general has been pretty good fishing wise, whether it's the Delta, Clear Lake, Berryessa. We've had some real good fortune in pretty much going out on the right days. Some bigger fish have been biting, but today was definitely a back down to earth day. Rough one, very in and out worthy. Didn't get it, but easily could have. And as always, I thank you for watching, for coming along, and I will see you in the next one.